Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Monday, May 15th, 2023. Lance Brock here on this Monday episode, on this Monday morning. Hope all the mothers out there, if there are any listening, had a great Mother's Day yesterday. And last night was WWE Superstar Sunday on A&E. We kicked things off with a new episode of WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. This episode, Macho Man Randy Savage was featured, and a couple of the cool things they were able to find is a couple of his Mega Powers capes that he wore. One of them, a guy had that his dad won in a charity auction, and that was pretty neat to see. And he also had some of the gear Savage was wearing on a very famous episode of WWF Superstars back in the day. I'm sure if you're an old wrestling fan like I am, you probably remember this, watching as Jake Roberts had Randy Savage tied up in the ropes and had the snake bite his arm. That is definitely a moment in WWF history I'll always remember. I'm sure longtime fans like myself will always remember that as well. And one of the main things they were looking for was the Macho King crown. And there was a guy who had a Macho King collection, and he did have a crown, and Mick Foley and Diamond Dallas Page got the crown, but when they took it to Brad the Archivist to check it out, he said that it was a replica and not the real Macho King crown. He said at most he may have wore it on some of the house show loops, but even that he kind of doubts. And he said it was probably just a replica. So I don't know, maybe they will still display it anyway if they can't find the actual crown. Also, the Macho Man monster truck from WCW Halloween Havoc, Lita, and she got some help from Molly Holly, who of course was Miss Madness in WCW. They went out and looked for it. They did not find the actual monster truck, but they did find the giant the giant Macho Man cowboy hat that was on top of the monster truck. They did find that, the paint and stuff on it, where it had the Macho Man on the hat, did kind of wear off, but it was still pretty neat to find that. So maybe one day, if there actually is a WWE Hall of Fame museum, or they could even put it on display during like the Hall of Fame ceremony during WrestleMania weekend, like they usually do, things like that. Also, one thing that was really cool as well was old CW or ICW, keep messing up here, but ICW tapes. Of course, ICW is Randy Savage's father, Angelo Poffo, his promotion. And those tapes have some of the early shows of ICW, very early Randy Savage, early on in his career, and based in Kentucky. I think they might have been on the local TV there, but like they said last night, these videos, this footage has never been shown on national TV. So another thing for the Hall of Fame museum, or even just the Hall of Fame weekend during the ceremony, when people are walking in, maybe they can have a monitor set up showing those old tapes. I think that would be pretty neat. And not sure when they taped this episode actually, but Lanny Poffo was a part of it. So not sure how long before he passed this episode was taped, but he helped, he was a part of when they got those old ICW tapes from the guy, and he watched some of the footage and said, "I've never seen this before." That's how rare it was, what was on those tapes. At the end of the episode, we saw, while that noisy truck rudely drives by, we saw a graphic that the episode was dedicated to Lanny Poffo. So that was nice to see them dedicate it to Lanny as well. And next up was Stone Cold Takes on America. And first he does something with some kind of plane or something like that. And I didn't pay too much attention to this first part here. But then he goes to a bar and tries to eat a Monster Burger. Now this one I was more interested in because it had to do with food. And I believe this was a pound and a half and a bunch of stuff on it. Had like onion rings on it, I think, and had fries with it. If you eat the whole burger and the fries as well, you get a free t-shirt of the bar or something that has a picture of the Monster Burger on it. And not to be too cocky or anything, but I think I can do this. I think I would be able to eat that burger. Who knows if I actually could or not, but I think I could. And then he went to an old prison in Nevada where they were looking for ghosts, and they put on headphones, and Austin didn't really hear anything, just some static and stuff. And then Mike, his cameraman, put the headphones on and said he heard people talking and things like that. But so overall, the whole show, I was more into the burger thing at that bar, and that was WWE Superstar Sunday for last night. I thought the shows were pretty good. But let me know what you thought if you watched them. Let me know here in the comments section on Spreaker. or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcast, the website or the app you listen to. If they have a comment section, let me know if you enjoyed WWE's Most Wanted Treasures and then Stone Cold Takes on America last night. So that's all for this Monday morning episode of GMWF. Thank you everyone for listening. Hope to have 360 Wrestling Fanatic new episodes coming at you real soon, and we'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday morning episode of GMWF. So stay tuned right here wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you are subscribed, share it with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your coworkers, anyone you know who is a fan of pro wrestling. That would help out a lot, and I would appreciate it if you share. Hope everyone has a wonderful Monday today. Hope everyone enjoys WWE Monday Night Raw tonight on USA, or if you're in another country, whichever channel you watch Raw on. Hope you enjoy it. And I'll be back here tomorrow for GMWF. Until then, have a great pro wrestling day.